Hello everyone, this is Nursery coming to you guys for MLG TV. I'm going to be bringing you this MLG Anaheim Championship Bracket Losers Round 3 matchup. First off, spawning as the Blue Terran, known for some of his absolutely insane styles of play. Known to say that he thrives on chaos in a game, he of course is going to be TLO. His opponent for this matchup, spawning as the Red Protoss, had a very good showing at MLG Dallas, fell off a little bit at MLG Columbus, looking to rectify that here at MLG Anaheim. He is going to be Team Evil Geniuses iNcontrol. This is going to be on the map MLG IC Cup Test Bug. Do you see that iNcontrol will be spawning over here in the top left-hand corner of the map, while TLO is spawning over here in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. Important to note that, as on all MLG maps, do have that low ground supply depot right outside of the 3 different spawning positions so that Terran players cannot wall off on the low ground to hide their tech. Also on this map there is 3 gold expansions located at the 3 middle areas of the map. They are blocked by some destructible rocks, but it is always important to note that you can actually still place the base down on these areas for these gold bases before actually clearing out the rocks, so this sometimes can take a little bit of an effect into the game. And there is 1 central Zalaga tower that both players can control from the onset of the game. And then 3 located right outside of the 3 starting positions. But of course you do have to clear some destructible debris and or rocks before actually being able to utilize those. Do see that iNcontrol is going to be scouting into TLO's base first. We'll see that initial barracks going up along with the refinery. Going to be trying to do a little bit of harassment here on the SCVs of TLO, and then we'll back out the base. But I actually don't think he got sight on the gas. No, he actually did not, and he is going to be forced to turn around here so he can scout exactly what TLO is up to. We'll see that TLO has taken gas, so no 1 racks expand type of play, and we will see iNcontrol throwing down his cybernetics core in reaction to that and start teching up himself. Had he not seen the gas, it would have been much more likely for him to actually maybe go 1 gate or 2 gate into an expansion in this matchup here. We do see iNcontrol still going to be trying to hide that probe if he can, but they get a very good look at iNcontrol at TLO's base. TLO just now finally sending out this first Marine. It looks like he is going to be scouting with this Marine a little bit. Has not gotten any vision of the map anywhere at this point in time, so must have some kind of a build in plan and in mind here to actually get some better scouting information on the map. You see he is going to a very fast factory here upon completing that first barracks. So going to be getting up that factory very shortly. We do see iNcontrol taking a second gas now, chrono boosting out that warp gate research along with his first stalker here. Wants to make sure he can hide his tech, and now actually iNcontrol is going to be hiding a pylon over here towards the forward position of TLO's base that will give iNcontrol a jump off point for the future to actually maybe be able to apply a little bit of pressure to TLO, but we'll have to wait and see exactly how that pans out. Looks like iNcontrol is going to be hiding this probe over here by TLO's base for now to try and get a good idea of if TLO moves out or the type of tech that he is teching to. We do see that iNcontrol though has gotten out that first stalker. Now it's going to be putting up 2 additional gateways along with that second gas, so it looks like he's going to be going for a 3 gate into an expand type of play. Could go 3 gate blink stalker. I'd say that's a little less likely, but definitely could be a possibility still. We do see that TLO has actually made an initial Hellion. We'll be making a second Hellion as well. Going to be going to scout out with those. Has also placed down an expansion command center in his main here. Did stop mining gas momentarily, but now has 3 harvesters back on gas once again. So probably starting to tech up now. He does have that expansion command center underway. Do say iNcontrol looks like he is going to maybe get ready to push out here in not too long and get a good idea of exactly what TLO is up to. Go for that expansion if he can, because it definitely does look like he is gearing up to take an expansion, saving up a lot of minerals, all the way up to 475 minerals now. And now we do have a probe on the low ground here, going to be trying to mine here. I do not believe he actually spots TLO's Hellion. Now he will see TLO's Hellion. No, he actually has to move forward and clean that out, and now exactly will do that. Tries to get this Hellion, but will not actually be able to take it out. We do see over here in TLO's base, we do have a second barracks now going down. Expansion command center just about to finish up. Even starting a very fast second refinery will be TLO, so going to definitely be teching to something, especially easy to tell based on the fact that he has placed down a bunker at the front of his ramp just in case iNcontrol were to go for some kind of 4 gate or something like that, but it's not going to be the case. iNcontrol putting down an expansion nexus here. just running off of 3 gateways now, also adding a robotics facility in here. So there's some very standard play by iNcontrol right now. But actually TLO over here in his main, we can see now, is building a Ghost Academy. This is an extremely fast Ghost Academy. Only has 2 barracks up. Now starting a tech lab on both of these barracks as well. So going to very fast Ghosts. Also getting a reactor over here on this factory, and has started a starport as well. So a lot of tech coming out of TLO, and actually ends up canceling that starport. So no starport. Does have this Ghost Academy. So it looks like he's going to be going with reactor Hellions and some Ghosts to be added into these Marines. So this is a very interesting play from TLO in these early stages of the game. It'll be interesting to see exactly what TLO's plans for that. TLO looks like he pokes a little bit forward, does spot that expansion nexus of iNcontrol going up. So gets the scouting information that he does need from these initial couple of Hellions. Now we see over here in iNcontrol's base has added on a 4th gateway, also getting up a robotics bay that will allow him to build Colossus. So it looks like he's going to be going with a primarily gateway Colossus army. Might be looking to hit some kind of a 2 Colossus timing push or something like that, but we'll have to wait and see exactly what his plan is. Now going to be scouting forward to TLO's base with this initial observer that he has constructed. We'll be able to get a lot more information than he does currently have with that. But now TLO moving out with a lot of Hellions now. 6 Hellions to be exact. And iNcontrol actually does spot that, but now we'll resume moving back towards the base of TLO. Should have more than enough forces to actually deal with these 6 Hellions here. Can't imagine these actually getting a whole lot of damage done. Looks like TLO is going to be using these more to try and be annoying more than actually get any damage done. Now iNcontrol in the base of TLO has spotted absolutely everything. Sees all the barracks is going down, sees the factory floating array, sees the starport as well being constructed, so he will know everything that TLO is up to at this point in time. Now switching into some Marauders to add on to those Marines and the first couple of Ghosts that TLO got out extremely quickly, even without the Mobius reactor. Also getting stim and concussor shells underway, adding on some more barracks as well. And then we do see over here in the base of iNcontrol has started that thermal lance. Hasn't started building any Colossus just yet. Also getting a forge, getting up a couple of more pylons. Does look like now he will be going for actually a secondary observer. So a very interesting move here by iNcontrol, getting a secondary observer. Do you see he does already have 1 Colossus out. Going to be getting out a second one shortly, I would imagine. And TLO, guys, a lot of people are going to like this. He is building a nuke. I have no idea what TLO plans to do with the nuke, but if TLO has a nuke, you can expect some crazy things are coming. And it looks like TLO is actually moving down. He's going to need to be a little bit careful because that Colossus could actually do a lot of damage to the small ground army of TLO. Throws down a very good EMP, gets almost all the forces of iNcontrol, and iNcontrol is going to be forced to retreat now because none of his forces have any more shields left. A lot of sentries getting eaten alive right now. Some good force fields going down will bottleneck these forces and split them up for TLO, and it looks like iNcontrol is going to retreat back over here to his natural, even adding on 2 more gateways now at the front of his natural base. And now TLO is moving forward once again. He does have in his possession a single nuke. So I do not know what his plans are for that nuke, but he does have a single nuke in his possession. Even going to be adding on some more barracks. He does have this reactor starport now, so he can get out some Vikings to help him deal with Colossus. Going to be tearing down this Fort Zelnaga tower, so he has very good spotting. Starting a 3rd expansion command center, and it looks like he's going to actually be going for a drop with these Hellions here. +1 weapon upgrades for both players now just getting underway. Twilight Council going down for iNcontrol as well, but here comes those Hellions, and they're going to get a good scout of everything iNcontrol is up to, and potentially get some harassment done over here in the mineral line. Now immediately going after a lot of these probes. Looks like they actually get a couple of kills. If we do look at the workers kill tab really quick, we can see TLO managing to get 5 of iNcontrol's workers with those Hellions. 1 Hellion actually still remains here up in that medevac. Thermal lance is now complete though for iNcontrol, and he does have 2 Colossus out, and it looks like he is going to be gearing up to do a push of his own now. And now we do have TLO over here starting the Mobius reactor finally for his Ghosts. 3rd expansion command center almost complete. Does have a lot of Marines and Marauders, a couple of medevacs, and a bunch of Vikings over here to support them. And now it looks like TLO was thinking of dropping that medevac again, but is going to end up having to back that up. Do have the Twilight Council down, but no actual research coming out of it just yet for iNcontrol. If we look at the income tab really quick, guys, we can see right now that a huge lead for TLO. 56 harvesters, just the 39 of iNcontrol, and iNcontrol has only lost a couple of those actually due to these Hellions. So most of that just actually TLO just kind of out macroing iNcontrol in the early stages of this game. Now we do see TLO sharking around on the map back and forth, trying to decide if he can maybe try and engage the forces of iNcontrol. iNcontrol looked like he maybe was gearing up to do some kind of a 2 Colossus push, but ends up kind of turtling up here for a moment, getting a 3rd Colossus out, and now it looks like he's going to be finally trying to push forward here and see if he can do some damage to the forces of TLO. TLO does have this 3rd expansion now, but that is exactly where that pylon is for iNcontrol, and he will be able to deny this 3rd expansion actually landing at this point in time. But now here comes a big push from iNcontrol, and TLO is going to have to try and repel it. Vikings moving forward. You have a lot of stim coming down from a lot of those Marauders, almost practically fully Marauders at this point in time. Do manage to take down one of the Colossus. A lot of these gateway units are actually dwindling, but a lot of damage done to these Marauders as well, and it does look like TLO is going to hold here though, and iNcontrol is going to be forced to back up. Just 3 Stalkers remaining as he retreats back to his base. So iNcontrol missing any potential 2-base push timing he had. Now going to be trying to emergency warp in units as here comes TLO storming forward upon winning that battle extremely one-sidedly. Medevac's trying to heal up these Marauders as much as possible. Going to check to see if iNcontrol has taken a 3rd base. We'll see that is not the case. And now the question is, will TLO push, or is he just going to hunker down now on his 3rd that he will have going up in the not-too-distant future as soon as he can deal with these Zealots, that is. Extra Colossus does pop out for iNcontrol now. It looks like TLO is just going to be content to contain iNcontrol for now, and we do see iNcontrol does have a Dark Shrine going down in the back of his base. Also has started the charge for his Zealots. Very good upgrade, very essential to have that upgrade. We now see that the Ghost and a couple of Marauders actually clean up that last Zealot of iNcontrol's and clear out that pylon. That will allow him to take this 3rd. Look at the income tab really quick, guys. We can see TLO with a huge lead, 69 Harvesters to just the 42 of iNcontrol. And now TLO actually going for a nuke here at the front of the base, and iNcontrol might actually end up microing himself right into the nuke, but will it land on the forces of iNcontrol? No, actually misses most of the forces of iNcontrol, does that nuke. So could have been a potential disaster, but ends up not being in the case. But iNcontrol forced the GG nonetheless in this game number 1 because he's just frankly out of steam. So TLO throwing down a nuke, I guess, for the fans. And that's about it for this game number 1. TLO ends up taking the game in a very one-sided matchup. TLO just getting so far ahead of iNcontrol just in macro in the early stages of the game that he was just able to build so much more stuff than iNcontrol, that iNcontrol just could not overwhelm it. So we'll be moving to game number 2, guys. This is going to be Nursky saying peace easy for now, guys. I will catch you at game number 2.